Hit the button.
Do you want me to just take this away?
I will make a face on the camera.
I will taste it and then make a face. Whether I like it. Welcome to the Buckhorn Podcast. I am Martelle, and with me always is Mike and Melissa at the Mansion. What's up, guys?
Hey, hey.
Hey, hey.
So Mike just made up a...
I did a thing.
It's a thing. It's a cocktail. It's got like a...
It's got apple brandy, bourbon.
But not Watershed Apple Brandy.
No. Fuck no. Absolutely not. I
Just so
forever
we're clear.
will shit on Watershed. That is... And I feel like you can agree with this. It is singly the worst bourbon I have ever had in my life by a mile.
It is. And I'm going to go ahead and throw this out there that apparently one of their new offerings is hitting the most desired bourbon list.
I don't believe that.
Don't want it. Don't want to try it.
Don't trust it.
Send a sample if you got it.
But nope,
But I
you
will not
have
buy it.
lost me.
I will
That
not.
fall series was the worst thing I've ever
That is
tasted.
the third worst Watershed whiskey I've ever had.
What are the top two? Any
Well,
of the other
just
ones?
anything else that they've put out
Yeah.
that I've purchased.
Just any water.
I almost feel like she needs to try it.
You know what? Yes.
I mean,
I think Melissa does need just a little. Just
okay.
a little.
All right.
Clear
Just
out
a little.
your glass.
Yeah, just a little. I want your opinion on it.
Okay.
And don't be,
All right.
it needs to be non-biased, but it's going to
This
be
is
kind of hard.
water in the glass right now? Okay.
It's saline.
I wanted to be sure because... Okay.
We've had experience with somebody drinking something out of an unmarked glass.
Yeah. So That's good.
There's is that even a half a teaspoon?
you
No.
don't even need that
enough.
much. That's
It's
more
enough.
than more than enough. So what do you get? What do you smell?
I mean, I definitely get the ethanol. It's a heavy ethanol for just a small little amount of.
Yeah.
I mean,
Be
I mean,
honest.
if I honestly, it has a hint of nail polish remover.
Hold it. Hold it. Don't. No.
Yeah, off to the side.
Right here. One nostril
And open your mouth.
and the other nostril, and then
Inhale through both.
inhale through both your nose and your mouth at the same time. One nostril at a time.
One nostril at a time.
Yep. You can plug a nostril. That's fine.
Or just tip it to the side.
There's something sweet in there.
Yeah. Almost like Apple Jacks.
It is It kind of does remind me of cereal.
Cinnamon Apple Jacks.
Yeah, it's not. It is not like at first scent. I think to myself, this is probably not a whiskey that or a bourbon or whiskey.
You can call it a whiskey.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It is
it's-
not. This is probably not something I'm going to enjoy because it's just hitting notes that I have not found that I enjoy. Like it smells sweeter, and I'm not a big sweeter kind of person. So okay.
Well, go for it.
Okay.
Just take the whole thing. There's not that much there.
Oh my God. Oh.
You can't 3-sip that.
It doesn't get any better.
It doesn't get
after
any
3
better.
sips.
Oh, and then the alcohol hits late.
Yeah.
Like the ethanol hits late. That is not pleasant. That is rough.
Like apple peels and dirt.
It tastes like
Earth.
how I described it, and you'll get this.
That's a funky aftertaste.
It tastes like loam.
So when you were saying that like cilantro tastes like soap to you, there is a hint of that kind of soapy, funky.
It tastes like compost.
Yeah.
That is not pleasant.
It's dirt
awful.
and leaves.
It's so not good.
That is not good.
All right. Now we got something better for you to try.
That is not good.
Like there's nowhere to go but up now.
Yeah. You can
And,
only
like-
go up from here.
And like, here's the thing. Like, I'm thinking, would you throw that into like a cocktail?
It doesn't work.
I
It's-
believe that.
It's fucking terrible.
That's tasty.
It's really fucking bad.
It never gets better. It ruins a lot of things.
Yeah.
It ruins water.
You might find this too sweet, but I think it's tasty.
I think it's overly sweet, but I think it's very tasty.
Yeah.
Like it's not.
I get all the elements. I get
Yeah.
the bourbon, I get the apple, I get the maple syrup, I get the coffee on the back end.
Yeah, I get it all.
So it is good. It is well balanced. I am not a sweet cocktail person. And so I can sip this and say, "Oh, thank you for making this for me," but I would not order this.
This is a one and done for me for a night. Like
Yeah.
it's, but it's very good.
I think I just like the straight. I don't need
There
anything
is
added
no-
to it.
No, a good old fashioned is fine, but it just needs to be an old fashioned. A little bit of sugar, bitters, bourbon,
Done.
or whiskey, or gin, or mezcal.
Whatever.
Yeah,
Actually,
I'm good.
we need to do, and I've done them already. I've done them once before. We did them on the show. A whiskey margarita.
Ooh, interesting.
They're good. I've already done it. You do. It's the same as you just replace the tequila with
Bourbon.
your bourbon or your whiskey, but you still do the simple syrup, your limes, everything.
I did the opposite. I did a mezcal old fashioned.
Mm-hmm.
That was like the smoking. It was good.
It was
Yeah.
good. I had a sip of
Yeah,
that.
I did a tequila old fashions.
Yeah, we did
For
that
myself.
last Washington trip. We got that.
It is very good. All right, so this is fantastic. I like it. This is a one and done for me,
Yeah,
though. Like,
this is not something I can drink all
it's
day.
not-
This
it's
is
not something I-
again. This
Whoa.
is a dessert.
What was the whiskey?
Weller 107 Antique.
Can I just
No,
try?
it was.
Oh, you didn't do antique? I thought you did antique with this.
Nope, I did. What did I do?
Can I
with
just
this?
try that without all the things? Just that.
Yeah, hold on.
I thought you did Weller Antique. You took it over. It's behind you.
I took it over, but I didn't do well or
Oh.
I think I used the.
Did you-
Again.
Oh, you just, okay.
Oh, so then
We'll get you to the
okay.
antique.
All right.
We'll get you some now, and then we'll
Yeah.
we'll join you after we're done with these.
Okay. Thank you,
So hey, Johhny, how you doing, buddy?
Johhny.
Johhny and I have. What have I got in my glass?
Just water.
It's water. So Johhny and I have been in contact. So listener Johhny Edwards, he is our primary listener on YouTube and is commenting on absolutely everything.
We got somebody else recently.
We did have somebody else who said he should be doing more of a chase and tail, but this will work too.
I love reading Johnny's comments.
So-
Like, they are fun.
I actually called Johhny and secretly recorded the call and then told him that I was recording the call after the fact. Like, I don't know, 3/4 of the way there. I'm like, by the way, I've been recording this. And he's like, oh, shit. So we'll start the call and we'll just kind of talk through it. So, because I just had a conversation with him. So if this should be hooked up and it should be playing. Come on. Give me. There we go. All right. I can adjust. Here we go. I gotta say, I was nervous as fuck when
You were
because I don't
nervous?
cold
Cold
people.
call.
That's cute.
Johhny.
Hey, Johhny, this is Martelle with Buckhorn Insurance. Do you have time to talk about your audio insurance?
Calling about your car warranty.
Are you serious? What's going on?
Not much. What's going on, brother?
Love this guy.
Dude, fucking just sitting here recovering from our weekend push where we knocked out all of our shit for the eclipse.
Nice.
What's going on with you?
Nothing. Nothing
Man,
at
I
all.
got contact. Now I can send you straight pictures, huh?
Yeah, I mean, whatever.
Fucking hey, right on.
Whatever. Yeah.
Right on.
I'm like, fuck it. I'm going to call.
That's cool.
I was going to call you last week, and I'm like,
What?
that'd be weird. And I'm like, fuck it. Let's get weird.
Right on. Fuck yeah. I love it. I was just sitting here shooting the shit with my girl. And I just finished, like, I've been listening to the 1 hour episode for the past 3 fucking hours.
Fair.
That's what it takes me to get through editing all of this shit.
Yeah, I bet. That's no fun.
And I don't even edit it. So,
Yeah, just let it run. I don't see many cuts.
nah, that's the
Fucking
whole
dude.
thing. Just fucking run through it and let it go.
Yeah,
whatever
when you were
happens.
like, I want to see some more pictures. I was like, fuck, man. And I started going to work at my Instagram trying to get it back. But I run this really shitty old Amazon phone or whatever. What am I talking about? It's a Google phone.
Are they
and
Androids?
It's a piece of shit. Android. That's the word I'm looking for.
Yeah, just
Run an Android and it sucks. So anyways, I'm trying to get my Instagram back up. I was going to dump a bunch of pictures there. But yeah, all that you're saying that you wanted to see more shit.
yeah. Well, that's what I was looking. I'm like, all right, he doesn't have anything since like 2020. He hasn't posted anything on Facebook since
Yeah.
2020. And that's where I found your phone number at, was on Facebook. And I'm like, well, we're going to give it a try. We're going to see what happens here.
Yeah, it was my Instagram used to be Silver Taint, right? And no matter what platform, my Silver Taint was always open, so I always had Silver Taint. And then one time I carved a octopus down at the beach at Galveston, and it had and I thought, I can't put Silver Taint on it, you know? So then I switched it over to Epicenter Art Shop. Like, I got to get more pro, I guess.
Nah.
Yeah, man, we're just kind of recovering. We pushed hard for a few weeks, doing stuff for all the art for the neighboring cities and downtown for the eclipse. So yeah, I would love to show you some pictures of that shit.
Hell yeah, I want to see it. We'll have to.
So now we're just cleaning up the shop and recovering. It was a beating.
Making everybody take a drink every time Randy stands up.
Last episode it was 6. You guys said 5. It was 6.
that you're counting.
The weirdest
Yeah,
bingo game ever.
We cracked up and we all cheer. It's fucking. It's our ritual. Yeah.
That's awesome. We were just having a discussion on how we can try to take the show better last night, and through text messages.
I don't know how I ended up. I know that Dakota's the one who got the suggestion, and then he showed it to me, and I'm like, oh, I'm in. I'm gonna check it out, and then just stayed in. Like, oh, I'm fucking into it. I'm gonna be their biggest fan. Watch this.
I love it because
it's fucking cool as shit.
We have been putting stuff on YouTube before, like the service I use, it'll just automatically put out an audio version. So everything prior to
just kind of,
I don't know.
Through.
When was that? When was that first one I put out?
I'm literally standing in front of my computer, like scrolling through
everything
YouTube
prior
for
to
when we
September 26th
did their first video
of last year was all like just generated from Podbean, which is where our service is for podcast stuff. And then YouTube's like a separate thing. Like I have to do it I have to edit shows for that separately just to upload everything. And that's that's about the time you showed up, so it must have hit Dakota's.
How did the algorithm hit Dakota? That's the weird part. Like, Dakota's my girlfriend's son, right? And he's my right-hand man now. He and I work together steadily. He's a young artist. He's 25. Like, now he's like my son. And so he's going to inherit the shop one day. And I'm just teaching him everything I know because he's got the skills and interests. So it's pretty rad.
That's fucking awesome. I love it.
Yeah. Yeah. We got a handful of people that help me do all this shit. It's pretty cool too. You know, got backup deep.
Hell, if I
haven't had to advertise in forever, you know, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah,
that's word of mouth. People know. So I end up I work for all the shops in town. Anybody who does something, they all need foam and they ask me. It's pretty cool.
So what do you say? Do you do everything out of foam then?
A lot of foam, and then like I do, like the Octopitcher versus Batapillar.
Yeah,
that thing's out of concrete over steel.
Oh shit!
So
that's
like my background was like ceramics, and
I'll pause for a minute. So everything that he does is all large sculpture stuff. It's not like small, like little statues here. Like the octopus versus Batapillar, like each one of those things are like fucking enormous.
Yeah.
Like how big?
Like 12 foot tall.
Okay.
Like
cool.
huge. Like he's got some of the work he's done, like he did a thing for I think it was the Dallas Library or the Dallas Museum. I can't remember which one it is.
Good for Johhny.
But they're mushrooms. Like you're in a mushroom forest. These fucking things got to be 12, 16 foot tall based on the photo. With like like a huge fucking eyeball. Like it is crazy the size and like just how big the art pieces is.
That's
he does.
awesome though.
Like they're all enormous.
That he was, that he did work for that. That's pretty cool.
Like
good job, Johhny.
It's huge, and he did send me, and I can post the link in the show notes. He did send me an interview that he did on top of a tractor truck trailer, where he's got like this crazy looking Dr. Seuss train up there that came from one of the libraries. It's something he did that the library caught fire, And so the library's like, hey, you made this thing. Do you want it back? And he's like, yeah, I charged you $80,000 for this train. He goes, fuck yeah, I'll take it back. He goes, basically free $80,000.
Yeah.
But now that train is on top of this fucking semi-truck trailer outside of his shop.
That's
Like,
awesome.
It's the whole interview is like 15 minutes long.
And he's out of Dallas?
He's out of Dallas.
All right.
Like if I'm ever in Dallas,
Absolutely.
I'm just going to sleep on Johhny's couch at the art
That,
shop.
that's a good couch crash.
That would be a great crash.
But wait, that's the same couch that was on the show.
Yeah. It'd be awesome. All right.
College and undergrad, and then when I went on to grad school, and then I got a job working for an amusement park company out in Tucson, and they taught me all this like a boot camp of commercial fabrication, where you're making art out of foam and fiberglass and concrete and steel. So they taught me how to make fake trees. We did all the trees that are all over the place. Any aquarium you walk through, we did all that shit.
Oh, okay.
They were all over the world. So I got trained there and then had a kid and moved back to Dallas and started my own shop. So now, a lot of foam carving, paint a ton of murals. We make fake trees out of concrete, steel, sometimes epoxy. We do trade shows and restaurants and all sorts of retail. It's cool.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome. I'm on Instagram now and I see the Octopitcher versus Caterpillar.
Yeah, so they searched the whole nation through something called Call for Entry. It's like a public art database where you can apply for different calls for artists. So I was on there, and they searched the whole nation and found a guy who was just like 20 minutes down the street.
Nice.
So they tell you they have a budget. That budget was like $30,000. So they've got $30,000 to build this thing. What can you do? And you build a model, you propose a thing, and then they narrow it down. And they had 3 of us present our models to the city hall or whatever, to the board. And they picked me. It was pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. That is pretty. And then
at the time I had this agent, but he was kind of a piece of shit, so I cut him loose.
Aren't they all just a piece of shit?
Shake your hand and not look you in the eye. I was like, what the fuck, dude? What?
These
weird,
sketchy ass motherfuckers.
Yeah, weird.
I mean,
you're in the job of shaking hands and you don't look people in the eye. I don't want you representing me.
Yeah, I've never dealt with them, but
I'll represent
I don't
you,
want
Johhny.
to. That's not where I'm going in life. But
yeah,
fuck all that.
So I'm slowly like transitioning from this whole commercial art side where I've been doing stuff for everybody else, that like designers and architects and whatnot.
Johhny, Melissa's looking at your stuff.
So now I'm starting to do my own work and put stuff in shows, which has been pretty cool. Like I thought forever that my years doing stuff for everybody else wouldn't count for my own art. But now that I've been putting my own stuff out, it seems like my name's around a little bit.
So Mr. Edwards is the most famous person you've never heard of.
Right.
Like that's...
I'm on Instagram looking at his work right now, and it's amazing.
Yeah. Like the shit that he does is fucking crazy. And I'll have to show you like some of the stuff that he actually texts me.
So
the rad dragon is super fucking rad. Like it's giving me geese. Like that is amazing.
Yeah, I work with artists on a daily basis. Like that's what Trader Joe's does, is we hire artists to do the artwork in our stores.
Yeah.
And this stuff is awesome.
Sounds like you need to hire Johhny to do the store artwork.
If only I could.
Well, you can make the you can make the presentation.
Yeah.
Like
Say, hey, there's a guy down in Dallas that we discovered. He's the most famous.
But like this
person
mural
you've
stuff
ever
is
met.
fantastic.
Oh, his murals are awesome.
Well-
Like I told him, I said I'm redoing my basement. I said, shit, if I had known you and you were closer when we started this, he's like, I would have came and just painted your basement.
So for real, the tentacles for the Stanley Korchak Christmas windows is just beautiful. But that dragon is making me feel things. Like they're both beautiful. These are just
Well, as you scroll through that,
beautiful.
you'll see Octa versus Batapillar.
Okay.
Octopitcher versus Batapillar.
And that's the article I found that I sent
Was
to
all
everybody
about
was
that.
like the the catalyst.
Those mushrooms are freaking cool. Look at that.
So that is
the styrofoam mushrooms. Those are cool.
So I'm going to go ahead and hit play. We'll keep going through the interview. I'll pull up. And it wasn't really an interview. It was more just me calling him and recording and having a conversation.
Just cold call.
Which turned into more of interview-esque type conversation. But
there you go. Your moose trophy. Yeah.
Yeah, I need a moose trophy.
You want skulls in the basement.
But I need skull. Yeah, I do want skull, like a wall of skulls in the basement. Not human skulls. I mean, they can be. But it's Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Yeah.
I love Neil deGrasse.
All right, so here's continuing.
So my own art matters. It's crazy.
Yeah, you should definitely be doing your own art. Like that's
so I'm trying to parlay and train these fucks up so that they can take this from me so I can do my own shit.
That's what I would do. I've got to go do. I've got a photography thing tonight that I got to go hit up. It's for high school track, but whatever. I'll make it look good.
Nice.
Trying to finish up some because that's all I used to paint and I wasn't very good at it, but paint I sucked at drawing. My degree is in multimedia and art, and understudied on photography, and I've been doing that for like 22 years.
Right on.
So
yeah, I took all like studio photography or whatever, or black and white, back in high school and
black and white
college,
is the best.
Got way
it's so hard
shit in black and white, pushing contrast and stuff. And then in grad school, I had a little bit of a falling out with the studio art world. Like they ran me out of grad school, man. They fucking kicked me out.
Ugh.
Couldn't believe it. But it was a little fire lit under my ass.
This is kind of crazy.
Like I had to figure it out. Like, oh shit, like it was a weird thing that happened. Like I wasn't playing the game. I was working as a chef, and I wouldn't go into the openings, and I had hours to work. I worked 40 hours a week, so I wasn't there. I just did all the studio work I had to, and I met the requirements, but I wasn't part of the department. They said. So they boot me out of grad school.
Doing the thing.
Now I'm like,
he wasn't playing the game.
So then I found my way because I got hired on as a sous.
Which is funny. He's not playing the game. Artists don't play the game.
Mm-hmm. That's the whole thing.
That's the whole fucking thing about being an artist is you just kind of buck the system. Mm-hmm. He's literally bucking the system, and they're telling him to stop doing that.
As somebody who used to run kitchens, that's the fun part. That's the fun part is like coming up with shit and like figuring out things and like what works, what doesn't work, and just playing with flavors and contrast of.
Well, that's not even around his cooking stuff though. That's just around him going to school and being in the art world and not being able to show up. He had a job, so he couldn't show up to an opening because he had to work.
Right.
And they're like, "Well, you're not playing the game." He's like, "What do you mean?"
Right.
Like, artists buck the system all the time.
Yep.
Why would I show up to an opening? Fuck that shit.
Yeah. No, I've got other shit to do.
I got other shit going on.
Right now, this isn't paying the bills. This other stuff is paying the bills. I need to do that.
I got to do that thing. So they gave him shit about that and literally kicked him out of the school because he wasn't playing the game. He was doing what artists do.
Right.
Which is right for him and wrong for them.
Right. It's political science bullshit.
At a corporate gig, and then I started painting murals for that chain of restaurants.
His murals are awesome too.
Built a portfolio enough to where I got hired out there in Arizona. So like a path happened that I didn't expect. It was crazy. But now I'm finding my way back to the kind of the gallery world, which is pretty interesting. So I get to come back around and kind of say fuck you to the guys who ran me off.
Yeah. So I think Johhny would thrive. I think if Johhny had a gallery in Columbus, I think that shit would thrive downtown in the Short North.
Yeah. The Short North is such a great space for artists, too.
It is. Like, the only time I listened to this call, I don't want to call it an interview because that's not what it was. The only time I listened to this call was while I was on the call. I have not listened to it since, so I have no idea what I've said versus. But thinking about that now, like getting into the gallery world, fuck yes, Columbus. As much as I hate living in Ohio, downtown Columbus is an artist center. The food down there is amazing. The art down there is amazing. The culture down there is amazing.
Short North is awesome.
Short North is fucking great. So, Johhny, if you want to start something up here,
that's the place to go.
That would be the place to go. And I'm not going to say I will help you run it, but I will show up at least once a week to make sure that everybody's doing what they're supposed to be doing. Usually on Gallery Hop Saturdays.
Gallery Hop is amazing.
Gallery
Hop's a blast.
So, think about that. Get your buddy with the head shop here in Columbus. We'll
figure shit out.
We'll figure some stuff out.
That's exactly what I would do. I'd be like, you all can eat shit. Look at this. You fuckers ran me out.
That was good timing.
And in talking to some of the local guys, like there's a guy here in Dallas who gave a lecture at the college I went to when I was a kid, and his art like allowed my art. So like he really inspired me as a kid. And then now as a grown man, I've met him, and talking to him, he's like, "No, man, you're the fucking guy. I talked to you with the teacher, my teacher, who brought him to art college. And he's like, you're the fucking guy. You sold more shit than any of us." So it's really
that guy. The guy's talking about, the teacher that the guy's talking about is the teacher that kicked Johhny out.
Oh.
So just because where I've paused and things kind of, the teacher was like, is the one who kicked him out, and the kid that he's talking to is the one who has been talking to the teacher. Like, no, this is the guy, like this Johhny, this da 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 da. And he's like, yeah, he was like, it's the teacher that fucking kicked him out of the whole system. It's cool.
Of course it is.
Crazy to have a guy that I adored give me props. It's like, what the fuck? This is wild. So anyway, but on the other hand, I love that I got a little, adversity, and then still here, baby.
Yeah. Well, it just makes you stronger.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes
you. Can't stop. I feel like I'm on some sort of weird path.
Yeah.
Have a purpose.
Definitely makes you push a lot harder.
And now I'm the old dog teaching all these young punks, which is cool as shit. It reminds me, like, I've been doing this so long that I forget that it's cool. And then these other people who haven't been doing it, they're like, man, this is fucking rad. I'm like, oh, shit.
That's how I feel about podcasting.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Well, it's like when you showed up, it's like, it was like, there's this guy named Johhny. He's got some art shop down there. And then all of a sudden, like, we start digging into you.
Yeah, like I looked up.
Hold on, this guy does this, and this guy, and then you're like, oh, well, I was a chef, so do this, and then I was on this show. None of it's real.
Like fucking Forrest Gump of some art world. It's crazy.
That's Forrest Gump of the art world.
I got such stories.
That's awesome.
But I've been enjoying my interaction with you guys for sure. Never expected this call. This is blowing my mind. I can't wait to tell everybody. No one knows. I just walked away from the group, and I'm just shooting the shit with you.
They're like, Martelle just called me.
I'm at the shop, and my phone rang, and everyone looked at me, and I walked away from them. And now I'm talking to you. We were just talking about you. This is going to be great when I walk back over there. I'm like, guess who that was? No.
I hope it was like that, talking about me.
No, it's killer. It's all killer, man. I've been having a great time.
Cool.
It's fucking cool as shit, man.
Well, I've been recording this whole conversation, just as a heads up.
Oh, my God. Wow. Okay, well, cool. You have my permission to publish or whatever, shoot the shit, make fun of.
Well, that's good.
I may just put it in the middle of the show.
Oh, Rainey's going to tear me up. Fuck. That's no idea.
Fuck that guy.
That's
Randy's
why they
not
had,
here. You're good.
That's
You're
why
good
they
to go.
had me on,
He's fucking funny
Johhny.
as shit.
Did you hear that?
I don't
wow,
tear
man.
people up.
And, okay.
Did you hear that one part? He's like, Randy's going to tear me up. I'm like, fuck that guy.
Right? No.
There, it's right.
God, wow. Okay, well, cool. You have my permission to publish or whatever, shoot the shit, make fun of, all
Maybe.
that.
I may just put it in the middle of a show.
Oh, Rainey's going to tear me up. Fuck.
That's all right.
Idea.
Fuck that guy.
He's the best. He's fucking funny as shit. But, yeah. Oh, wow, man. Okay. Okay. All right. I like that. Wow. Guerrilla interview. Whoa. Gonzo. Yeah, Gonzo interview.
You didn't even know.
Crap.
Nope.
Well, I wanted to make it more like it was just a conversation.
It is. Wow, that was very good.
Yeah.
Good technique.
I
like that.
It's just a conversation. It's all an interview is.
Right on. Wow, that was cool.
But
Well, respect, man. I love that.
I appreciate you listening.
He's so high.
Really do, because it's.
I love Johhny. You're so high.
We've been doing this now for 6 years.
6
Yeah.
years.
It'll be 6 years in June.
Mike's been with us.
Randy
for
and I started the show
over a year.
and then we pulled Mike in about a year ago. And the growth aspect of it is just like, it sucks. Like it's
You're putting in the time.
It's terrible. But initially, we started the show as a. We're just doing it for us. We're just doing it as a, get together, talk, have a drink, BS, try to get some free shit from like distilleries and breweries type of thing. And we have, and that's worked. But I've got like, I don't know, a couple grand into this as far as like equipment goes. And I'm on my like third or fourth recorder. I can't even remember now. And with the the camera that we use is my photography camera, but the lens that we use is I use it specifically for the show itself. And so now we're trying to make it big.
All right. So it just kind of. So what did you think of the? So that was the call that I made to Johhny. I think there's
We need
like
to,
3 more minutes left.
I was about to say,
And
at some
nothing.
point, Johhny needs to be on the show.
Oh, we can totally call him at any
We
point.
love you, Johhny.
I will call him. Just dead call him at any point. It doesn't matter.
What was his website on Instagram? Not website. What was his Instagram account?
It's
Epicenter Arts.
Yeah, but it's
I think it's Epicenter Arts.
Epic rolls right into center,
Yeah,
so it's not two C's.
EPICENTERARTS.
Yeah, Epicenter Art Shop. Totally recommend you check it out. Follow John.
It hasn't been updated, but he
awesome
did say that he was he was trying to get his Instagram account back.
Yeah.
Something happened, whatever. But he's going to give it to Dakota to run because Dakota does more stuff with
Is
social
savvy.
medias and all the things. So Dakota's going to run the Instagram account, but they're going to start updating the stuff more and more.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
And that's why I'm like, you need to do this. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, like his
Oh
stuff
my
is
God.
phenomenal. Like one of the people who used to work for me with me is now a mural artist in LA,
Yeah. See, that's
and he does incredible stuff. He's got a bunch of murals around Columbus. Marcus Billingsley, he's Marcus the Carcass in other areas, and some of the stuff he does is absolutely incredible.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
like I'll have to post some of his photos. I'll make sure that I get permission from Johhny before I post them. But I need to put. I'll post on our Instagram like some of his work.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It is not just beautiful. It is absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
So, and I want him to do a book. Like I want to do an autobiography, and I want to call it Johhny Edwards. So many stories, the Forrest Gump of Texas retardists, an autobiography.
Texas special needs.
Well, I'm neuro special needs. But he called him. That's what he called himself. A Texas retardist. So
I'm going to speak as every editor everywhere.
They're gonna be like,
and say nope.
but
also,
But Johhny, we honor your terminology.
it is not in the vein of
denigration.
Yeah.
Yes,
It's a reclaiming of a term.
It is. The guy is literally the Forrest Gump of the artist world.
Well, his work is beautiful.
I mean, and Forrest Gump was not. I'm not a smart man.
But I know what love is.
But he knows what love is, and his love is art.
We love it, Johhny.
And it is everything he has put out so far. Like he keeps sending me text messages of like shit that he's working on or worked on in the past. It's all just phenomenal. Like I can't. Like I wish he was closer. I'd be like, dude, you need to come over here and I need you to sculpture some bullshit into the walls.
Yeah.
Right.
Like not even in the basement, in
Yeah.
the whole house.
Yeah.
Just do the whole house.
Yeah.
Liz will hate it, but I'll love it.
I keep thinking about the octopus and the dragon. I
Yeah.
keep going back to those in my brain.
Did you see the octopitcher
Yeah.
and the catabatter?
I think
Or
so.
catapitcher and Oh, Jesus Christ. Either way, his shit is it is so on point. It's awesome.
Yep.
Like Johhny, even if you quit listening to the show, I'll still talk to you. Because we've had people tell us that, oh, I'm going to listen to your show forever, and then we never hear from them again. But the whole show, I'm dedicating this whole show to Johhny.
Johhny.
This is Johhny's show.
This is Johhny's show. Like, he is just since September, he has done more for the show just in commenting than anybody else.
It is so fun seeing Johnny's comments.
Oh, they're the greatest.
Yeah.
Like,
Johhny likes Mel.
yeah. He
So
loves it when
Mel
Dr.
likes Johhny.
when Dr. Mel's on.
Especially the second show.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, usually the second show is the better show.
Yeah, this one hasn't been just because I have not enjoyed the.
Well,
It's been too sweet.
Yeah.
hold on. So, you just tried for the first time some Weller 107 Antique.
Yeah,
What did you think?
it was good. It's a solid middle of the pack for me. Not
Okay.
bad. Not like Middle West is kind of like you're gonna have to work really hard to beat my Middle West. That I have a deep love in my heart for. But
So, and
this was,
I have a theory for that.
Solidly good.
I have a theory for that.
What's your theory?
The theory is that is the first great bourbon you've had.
Okay.
Great whiskey you've had.
Yeah.
Well, she had Booker's.
Booker's is good.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't say that Booker's is great. Booker's is good. The Booker's that we did on
Yeah.
the one show
Yeah.
was really good, but it changes from iteration to iteration.
Yep.
They're each
It's
different,
right, exactly. It's
and they're
never
supposed
the
to
same
be.
thing.
It's never the same thing, and that's why
Which
it's released
is
quarterly.
Yeah, exactly. That's its draw.
That's its draw. The Middle West you had, that was the Bourbon Hunter's barrel pick.
Yeah.
That was a one and done.
So good.
So sad.
It's so
Like,
sad.
And at this point, it's like,
But
what
they're-
occasion can we celebrate with this?
But the consistency that Middle West has is on par with a Buffalo Trace, like
Makers.
Makers. Their consistency is always the same.
Yeah.
And it's excellent.
Yes.
I like,
Like you go get a pumpernickel rye today. You had a pumpernickel rye 3 years ago.
it's
thing.
just good.
It's good.
Yeah.
They are consistent with everything they do. They are a powerhouse of an Ohio distillery.
Soon to be, hopefully, a powerhouse spreading out.
Well, they're super regional at this point.
Yeah.
And I say super regional because you can get them.
Chicago.
in
like
Chicago,
I
you can
have
get them-
friends in Chicago who have them.
Yes. Like it's not just an Ohio thing anymore. You can get them in. I'm making this up, but I thought I heard 27 states or 35 states. It's one of those two numbers. It's in between 27 and 35 states. So you can get them in a lot of states at this point. And they are putting everything they put out is phenomenal.
It's really good. And like you told me about the teeth pull where you kind of pull it through your teeth. I like the way this feels so Iron Chef. I like the way it feels in my mouth, but I'm serious. Like I like the burn in my mouth. Similar to how I like with a really dry red wine where those tannins make your like the cheeks like suck in. Like I like that experience.
that puckering.
Yes. And that's what I loved about Middle West is that it was such a beautiful blend of that kind of like, woo, that is, you feel that all over your mouth and you remember it.
And it's
That
funny
was also a high proof. Sorry, Mike.
Yeah.
That was also like a super high proof, like 125, which is out of the norm for Middle West.
Okay.
Although,
it's funny because the other day, and I mentioned, I think last show, Melissa's like, "Oh, we're not recording, but I could really use some bourbon." I'm like, we have a place where there's some bourbon. And so I gave her the rye, I gave her the Bourbon Hunter's pick, and then I gave her like the basic, and she was like, the basic was like, "Oh, I like the other stuff."
well, and that's part of the problem. That's why I said, I think in the last show or between shows, like, I think you're a high proof bourbon drinker.
Okay. It's
Because-
helpful to hear you all tell me what kind of bourbon
Well,
drinker I
the
am.
high proofs. So like their wheated whiskey. Let me hold on a second.
Oh, I'm getting excited.
All right. So with Middle West, their bourbon whiskey is only 47.5%. So it's only a 90 proof
Yeah,
ish.
roughly.
So it's 95.
Yeah.
Their wheated is. Oh, this is a cow's pick. So
Yeah.
I picked up the wrong bottle. The cow's pick is 129 and a half, essentially. So this doesn't qualify as what I was trying to get to. But
No,
I
but
think
we could try it.
we could.
We
That's
should.
your
We
call.
Maybe should.
I mean, I feel inclined.
But do you have their regular weeded? Or you just have the weeded from Bourbon Hunters?
No, I think I have Bourbon Hunters and their regular weed.
Well, so the only two left up there are the rye, and then I can see the Bourbon Hunters sticker on
Yeah,
the
so
one
maybe it's
weeded.
just-
So anyway, their regular weeded stuff is right around the same as their bourbon. It's right around the 90, 95. So having something that's over 100 from them is not normal.
Okay.
That's the point I was trying to make. Like, that's why I think you may be more of a high
proof.
proof versus a
Yeah.
regular, run of the mill stuff. Because even the Booker's run of the mill is 124.
Yeah.
Like it's a higher proof, but we'll definitely have to do the A Bowman. Even if you're not on the show,
Yeah.
you will still get some of the
Okay.
A Smith Bowman 144 hazmat bottle
Cool. I'm excited.
because it is
I wonder what you would think of the unicorn,
the unicorn, the tail,
the highway, or the.
you know what? Let's
whiskey
do let's do a quick blind tasting.
I'm so excited.
Let's do, and I'm talking like little bit of the Bourbon Hunters, little bit of the cows, little bit of the Trail of Unicorn,
Tears. Yeah.
and just I don't want to call it that because it's so fucking derogatory.
Okay, so
It's so bad.
so while I was in New Orleans, Melissa on Tuesday was in a conference.
Here.
And so I embraced my inner middle-aged white male and went to the World War II Museum. And I got there at 9:30 in the morning. And at 12:30 or at 12 o'clock, I had worked my way through what I thought was a good portion of the museum. And I wander through and I look down at my watch. I'm like, oh, it's 12 o'clock. That's fine. And I look up and I realize there are 3 more buildings that I have to go through. And I had promised Melissa lunch. So, like, I sped walk through the rest of the museum, realizing that, like, oh, shit, this is an all-day thing. And for the record, it's New Orleans, and so they have a bar in the World War II Museum.
Yeah.
May I have your glass?
Yes. You may have my glass.
Let me have, because I don't want to dirty a bunch of glasses, but I also want to try to figure out how to do this without.
We can, there's enough different glasses that we can do this.
Yeah, just toss that anywhere.
It's nice.
It's fine.
Give me your glass and give me Mike's glass, because I want to make sure that we have different styles.
Yeah.
Just give me your glass, Mike.
Here, just.
Well, he's gonna be complicated.
Well, it's fine. Well, I want to make sure that I know what's going on here.
Oh, how many different samples are we doing?
4.
Oh,
It won't be a ton.
I mean, it's a good thing I don't have anything left to do today.
It won't be a lot. So we'll make it work.
There is a photo on Facebook the last time that we did 2 shows. I think it was for the St. Patrick's Day, and I am literally passed out on the couch.
All right. So avert your eyes,
Okay, averting eyes.
and I will.
I don't have to avert my eyes. I just need to take my glasses off because I'm at that age.
And I will try to remember what is what here.
Okay.
And I'm literally not pouring much of it.
Smidges.
Yeah, that's probably a good thing.
Just a skosh.
Okay. Remember these glass numbers.
Okay.
1, 1,
One.
1.
One for you.
Nope. I'm gonna start over here.
Yeah, I know. I'm putting them in
Because I'm not even
in
looking
order.
to see what I'm pouring. I'm just pouring them as 1 or 2,
I'm not looking.
2,
Watching the TV.
2,
where it's a Jägermeister commercial. Ah.
Well, you two don't matter.
Yeah, well, that's
And even if so, I wouldn't care.
that's
Okay.
hockey.
2. All right. The only one I am going to know is going to be.
These headphones make my ears hurt.
Yeah, they're not great when you wear glasses.
Yeah,
That's the problem.
that's okay.
And that's 3 out of 3.
Right.
Sometimes it's 2 out of 3.
Okay.
And Melissa.
So number 3 over here.
3.
Okay.
And then
Oh shit, there's a 4th. That's right. You said that,
there's
but
a 4th. Although 4 we're going to know if you pay attention. So don't pay attention.
okay, I'm not paying no attention. These are not the joys you're looking for.
All right. So 4, 4, and
Whoop.
4. Okay.
Okay.
So I did my best not to pay attention to what was being poured other than number 4. So
Okay. And you know where they're at? Like you know which ones are
yes, I
Okay.
know
All
the
right.
order that I stuck them back
Okay.
on the table was. So let's do a quick. So these are all going to be all but one is a high proof.
Okay.
So number 1. And this is like the world's like most awkward blind because we weren't blind.
Right. We were like,
We're all like, we're not looking.
look away. Okay.
I can't see you. I'm invisible.
And I poured a skosh of each because one, I just figure they're all going to be pretty difficult to re-get again or next to impossible.
That's a high proof.
They're all high proof but one.
Okay.
This is my sweet point. This is my sweet spot right here. High proof.
Yeah. I like this.
I'm with you. I think I like the high proof.
Well, I can tell you that all 3 of these but one is a Middle West. And if you were slightly paying
I
attention.
the burn. I like the burn. I mean, I like the burn off the Diet Coke, so
Not the same.
not the
Not
same.
the same.
It's different.
If,
Different burn.
if you pound a Dr. Pepper, you
Way
get a burn
different.
too.
I'm leaving just a little bit so I can go back. Okay.
I did not. But
That's good.
It
It's
is
good.
That is good.
all right. So I should have left some. I did not.
Numero dos. Now
Okay.
you know.
Number 2. I will leave a little bit of a little bit.
That smells like.
I was gonna say
It
that.
smells like money.
Money, money, money.
It's good.
Sweeter. Not as much burn.
Oh,
No.
that's very drinkable though.
But it's so
It is. It is good.
just drinkable.
That is a sippin'.
Yeah.
Enjoying.
It's a sipping whiskey.
It
like
is.
you don't need water. You don't
don't.
need
No.
ice. You
Very
don't
drinkable.
need anything. You can just drink.
I think I need to send Johhny a bottle of Middle West spirits.
Nice viscosity to that, but not.
Although I did tell him he needs to pick up a bottle of 2-bitch because it is available in Texas.
I mean,
Yeah, for sure.
So, the week that
honestly,
we have Katie on, it's a 2-bitch.
I have never
It will
had
be.
2-bitch.
You
Nope.
I mean, we can arrange for that.
here's the
Like,
there you go. You got permission.
We
You got
here's-
permission.
Here's the thing. We need to have Katie on
We will have Katie.
Oh my god.
for 2-bitch.
So I want
That
to.
will be a fucking blast.
Bitch
I-
one.
And then dog pictures.
Yeah. So I've already been in contact with Lauren and Joe. I've said it before that we're going to have them on the show at some point. I'm waiting for them to do another release of their Pack Leader Reserve. And if I have to spend $300 on a bottle, I'll spend
Then
$300. We'll figure it out.
We'll
We'll figure it out. We'll help
we'll
with that.
cover it.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. But their Pack Leader Reserve is by far the best of their offerings. The Eureka Gold is good. Their small bark with bite is good. I sent you the link. It's 3 bottles of whiskey, 2 Glencairns, and a dog toy for $1.99. It ends today as we're recording. Like I ordered one the other night. I'm like, fuck it, I'm just ordering it because
Their small bark with bite is $89.
I need permission.
Why are you looking
For-
at me?
Because I need permission for something.
What is
So-
it? How much is it?
Well, so
$199.
it's $200 for 3 bottles, 2 Glencairns, and a dog toy.
Glencairns are glasses.
It's a glass. Their normal offering for a bottle of small bark with bite is $89.
Okay.
You save almost $300. I'm like, fuck it, I'm ordering it. So I did want to get one of their single barrels, but it was either a small bark with bite and a single barrel for $200, or 3 bottles of small bark with bite, 2 Glencairns, and a dog toy for $200. Made it pretty easy choice. But the next Pack Leader Reserve, I already told Lauren, I'm like, I want to have you guys on the show, but I want a Pack Leader Reserve so we can go through all of the offerings. Yeah. So we're just waiting for that to come out. Anyway, back to
Number 3?
our blind. Hold on.
Oh, see, I'm leaving a little bit just so I can go back and. Okay.
Number 2 is super tasty.
Number 2 is very tasty.
Very drinkable.
Very drinkable. Number 3, very heavy on the caramel. Mm-hmm. Like I'm getting.
Like no ethanol, so I'm thinking this is the.
I'm getting heavy caramel though.
Yeah, for sure. Almost butterscotch.
Okay.
Butterscotch on the tongue, caramel on the nose.
Very butterscotchy. That is a Werther's right there.
It's like a spicy Werther's.
That is tasty.
See? High proof.
Yeah,
is-
that's really
They're,
good.
like I said, all high
Really?
proof but one.
That's really delicious.
That
makes-
super good.
That just feels like a really nice sweater.
A nice hug.
Yeah.
It's a nice supporting warm hug.
It's one of my favorite flavors. It's
God, that is-
butterscotch.
Yeah.
That is good.
It's not overpowering like candy sweet butterscotch. It's a great like butterscotch flavor.
Best butterscotch ever.
And then there's that burn on the. I really enjoy
get that
this
tingle?
one.
Best butterscotch.
Pudding, Brasa,
Brasa, Minneapolis.
But this is very different.
That's different than Brassica,
No.
Short North.
Yeah.
That is really delightful.
All right.
Like Brasa, Minneapolis, like legitimately the best butterscotch in the world.
This is delightful.
That's really good.
This is my favorite so far. I really enjoyed
Okay.
this one.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Like number 1 was good, but this is
Number 1 is really good. Number 3
Fantastic.
is
this is makes me just
is
makes my
fantastic.
heart happy.
like I want a candle.
I know I'm trying
Yeah.
not
that
to
smells
finish
like
it.
this.
Don't finish it.
Okay, then I'll leave that because there's such a
So
tiny bit.
because we got number 4.
Like I want a candle or a car air freshener or whatever that smells like
That's
this.
the weird. Like, why don't distilleries offer candles of their offerings?
Like fresh ground coffee is
Hops
another.
smells so
Hops
good.
hops are amazing.
Yeah.
Lemony, earthy.
Like piney joy.
Like I have like in my bathroom, or in Liz and I's bathroom, I have an almond vanilla soap that I wish I could get in a candy bar. Just
Okay.
those 2 things.
This is number 4.
So this is number 4. So this is I can tell you what this is. I'm not going to, because if you were paying attention as I was pouring, you would know.
I was not paying attention. I was markedly not
Good.
paying attention.
That's what I wanted. I didn't have a choice because
I'm a rule follower. I mean, most of the time, not all the time.
all right.
That's lighter than everything we've
It's
tried.
lighter than everything, and it's different. It's
Yeah.
significantly different.
Absolutely.
I mean, still some butterscotch in
There-
there, but
there's
just
it's good.
definitely
It's good.
lighter.
but it doesn't have the punch.
Yeah.
No, but it has more of an ethanol burn to it.
Yep.
I get less burn than some of the other ones in my like when you pull it,
Yeah.
but I don't smell the ethanol.
No. It's all in the mouth. It's all a mouth experience.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay.
It's yeah,
There's
It's
ethanol
it's
on
4
my
out of
tongue.
4.
it's It's
Let
there.
me take a little
Yeah.
sip here.
It's not bad,
No, by
But
by no means is it bad.
but it's just not as good as the first three.
The offering that I pulled is not bad. It's all Ohio whiskey. It's not bad. But if I had a choice, one versus the other, there was one that I would definitely grab. Number 3.
Number 3 is my
Three,
absolute
one,
hands down
two,
favorite.
4.
Yeah, 3, 1, 2, 4.
I think that's
where
the
I'm
same
at.
for me too. 3, 1, 2, 4. I agree.
Yeah. So
Yep, that's where I hit too.
Okay. All right. So we still have, if you want to,
All of them were great. But
All of them are good. Yeah,
all of them are
absolutely.
very good. So if you want to revisit any of the ones you had, go ahead. I'm going to grab the bottles
Okay.
and I will put them out in order.
So I'll do one.
I like one a lot.
Number 1 is the Middle West Spirits Straight Wheated Bourbon Whiskey.
Bourbon Hunters.
Bourbon Hunters release. Number 1.
Okay.
Number 2 is Middle West, just their basic bourbon
It's their basic bitch.
their straight wheated offering.
It's their basic bitch.
It's their basic offering for wheated. Bourbon wheated. Sorry, they have a wheated and a bourbon wheated.
Okay.
So number 3 is the straight wheated, which is not a bourbon wheated. It's the straight wheated at 129.
Okay. That's
That's-
my favorite.
So
That's
So
good.
number 3
my-
was everybody's top pick.
Yeah.
Yeah, so good.
And
Number 4 was
number
Unicorn.
4 was the Trail of Unicorn Tears.
Okay. I mean, and I liked all of these. I mean, my stomach is absolutely burning right now.
Well, so the Unicorn Tears is really good. I have an unopened bottle. I was going to donate it to Jason for his Blendageddon. And who knows, maybe I'll do it next year.
We should do Blend again in next year.
I want to. I want to do it this year. But we need to do it now. We need to start now
Yeah.
and figure out what we want to do, get it maturating in a... You like the word maturation. Because even Johhny called that out.
Maturation.
Maturation.
I do like that word. I love a 3-syllable word.
So we need to get...
Maturation. Oh, that's a 4-syllable word.
See?
It's hot.
We need to get maturation started.
Mel is feeling the booze now.
Good. I like Mel with the booze. So we need to get it together, start blending, start mingling together in something so that we can do Blendageddon for next year. That way we have time. Because he usually does it in December, January.
Yeah, that's
But we have to do enough. It has to be basically a bottle's worth.
we can do that.
And I think we can do that if we get a barrel and start putting stuff in a barrel.
Ooh, the burn. Sorry.
I have a little barrel. How much do we have to a barrel's worth? Or
So
a bottle's worth?
basically, when Jason does his Blendageddon, he sends off it's like a 1 or 2 ounce sample bottle to all the judges.
Cool. That's pretty fun.
So we need to have enough. Basically, we need to fill a bottle
We can do that
to be able to send out samples for everybody.
between the two of us.
Yeah, and I got sample
Does
bottles
it
for
have
days.
to be available?
Yes.
Okay.
So it can't be a cow's pick. It can't be.
Uh,
He changed the rules, which I agree with. It can't be a store pick. It can't be an
That's smart.
It can't be like a crazy Ohio allocated bottle like
Right.
an OHLQ pick. It can't be a distillery pick. It has to be available
okay.
for everybody. So that doesn't mean we can't use Middle West Spirits
No.
because it's available.
That's available.
But we can't use a Bourbon Hunter's pick.
Right. We
Or
can't use a cow's
OHL
pick
or a cow's pick or a
like
club
a
pick.
state specific
Yes.
like barrel pick.
Yes. It has to be readily available for everyone.
Oh fuck, that should be exciting just to try that.
Yeah. So, I mean, we can make several different blends, try them, and then start blending them together.
Yeah.
But we have to make sure we have to measure each blend. Like it is 2/3 this, 1/3 this.
1 ounce,
It's ounce,
2
ounces. You know,
half ounce.
yeah.
Is the one that I like the best the one that we can't buy anymore?
You said number 4.
No, number 3 was
number
my
3.
favorite.
Is this one?
Yeah.
Yes, you can't get that anymore. That's a cow's pick.
Yeah.
Okay.
So other than number 2, because number 2 is just their run of the mill straight wheated.
Number 2 is the only one you can get.
That's the one you can get readily available.
Okay, Middle West, I really need you to like make
So,
that number 3 again.
I'm not dropping anything here that's new because it's already been dropped on the Bourbon Hunters. Rudra was on the latest version episode of the Bourbon Hunters and had a 4-grain 130 proof that Middle West will be releasing at some point.
Oh, I'm excited.
I
you have
immediately
I'm just letting you know. Right now, you have my permission to purchase that. I just need to
not just
know.
purchase it, buy 2 bottles or
Yeah.
3
Yeah.
bottles.
As
For
the
sure.
chief financial officer,
CFO of the family.
right, you have my permission.
Brett on that show was very much like, I need to know when this is dropping. I want a
So
bottle.
good.
I am in quote friends with Rudra. I know Rudra. We are not like, we don't hang out. We're not like, we're acquaintances. I sent him a text. I'm like, I also need to know when this is coming. And he goes, I need to know when it's coming
Rudra,
out.
I can't reach it and I'm
you can't find a more
selfie tagging.
Rudra's a great guy. Like that guy.
the most liberal family ever.
I don't care. Like
Yeah,
I
right.
could give a shit. I really don't. None of that shit bothers me. Like I don't pay attention to any of that. Like I like people.
I appreciate people who care about their craft.
Yes, and he's not on the distilling side or the marketing side anymore, but he cares about what is happening at Middle West.
Yep.
And I love that.
Like there are a few brands that I feel like
They're
embrace their product.
yeah.
And like Middle West is one of them. Maker's Mark is one of them.
Makers is, but
And they have highs and lows.
they do.
But I have not had a Middle West Spirits product that I don't like. I love their gin.
I know. I'm trying to like.
You use your upper volume button is a shutter button. You don't have to use the shutter button itself.
Okay.
Yeah, you can hit the
I'm so
volume
drunk
up.
right now. Like it hit so hard.
So what else do we want to drink? I mean, we can keep this show going in it forever.
Fuck.
But anyway,
what could be an interesting?
I am
I want to tag Middle West and be like, please, this is so good. If you're looking for women to like love your products, I love this product.
that may be a
Honestly,
thing.
that's a hit.
That may be a thing. There are not a lot of women that drink whiskey.
Well, this woman has
Like Liz-
unexpectedly become a whiskey lover.
And
for good whiskeys.
I'm trying to get Liz there. She can't get past the burn of the ethanol. Like all she
So-
smells like and I give Lexi. I'm like, just smell it. She's like, it burns my nose. I'm
Well,
like,
but here's the thing. I
you
feel
have
like
to get past that.
Liz, this message is for you.
She's not gonna
Because-
listen, but I'll
okay.
I'll relay
Well, you
it.
can pass this on. As someone who loves cab salves that like make my cheeks suck in, which it sounds like Liz is also like a heavy cab salve drinker.
She's
Some of
Yeah.
these whiskeys are beautiful.
but it's not the cheek sucking part. It's the actual flavor.
It hits here.
Oh yeah, see, I like the butterscotch. Like this is just so.
She can't get past. She
Fucking
can't get past the
delightful.
alcohol burn.
I get that because it's there.
It's there. She can't get past that alcohol burn. That's the problem. I'm like, you need to.
I mean,
work-
practice.
You have to practice.
It's
And she's just like, eh. She goes, I really wish I liked whiskey. I'm like, you have
Liz.
to.
It's like a thruster. You just gotta get.
you just gotta
past
fucking
it.
get. You just gotta get past the below parallel, and you're fine.
Right. Get past the below parallel. It's fine.
But she
love
just
that.
will not. She doesn't drink it enough, or she doesn't try it enough to get past that point.
Yeah, I get that.
And I try.
It took me a little bit.
It
But
does
now
take a
that
while.
I'm here, like I don't want to go back.
Well, I There was a old-fashioned slide-in.
Yeah, there was. I had a what do we call that?
So, backstory. Christmas Eve, my grandmother would have the gathering at her house. And the tradition was a muddled old-fashioned.
Okay.
And so she always said, for a muddled old-fashioned, like, well, whiskey is the way to go. Well, because you're muddling oranges and cherries and everything, you're not getting the oomph of a good bourbon or a whiskey.
But if you used a Kentucky Tavern or a
like Travelers,
Beam Star,
no, right?
Yeah,
no, it's but
those are well whiskeys in my opinion.
Those are not well whiskeys. That's like dive bar well whiskeys. Like Old Crow. But anyways, you do a whiskey like that, and you muddle it properly, and that was our Christmas Eve tradition. And so once my grandmother passed, that is our Christmas Eve tradition, that we have a muddled old fashioned. We toast Grandma's ale. And that's what brought Melissa, her first step into the bourbon world.
And that is a great first step in. Like my first, so Liz will do bourbon, but only if I do my pineapple sour, which isn't a sour.
But it's excellent.
It's 1/3 pineapple juice, 1/3 orange juice, 1/3 bourbon with a squirt of lime juice.
Yeah.
So it's a little over 100%, but
it's tasty.
That's what she's like, that's what I like. She goes, I don't want to taste the alcohol. She goes, I don't want to taste the whiskey. I don't want to taste it.
Fine.
And so every time I make an old fashioned, she's like, I can taste the alcohol. I'm like, well, I can't, it's 2 ounces this, but also when I make a margarita, I am heavy handed on the tequila of the margarita. I like my margarita strong. So the other night, I think it was Thursday or Friday, we swung by Chipotle on Diley.
I also love Chipotle.
Well, I was pissed with Chipotle and I haven't Karen them or Chad. I haven't been
I'm
at
the
Chad.
Karen, you're the Chad. I mean,
I did Chad the manager at the time. I called and I'm like, I had to yell at their automated system until they put me through. Fuck you, fuck. And I was just like, eat shit, automated system, kiss my fucking ass. They're like, we can't answer that, so we're gonna go ahead and put you through to the store. But it took 5 minutes of fucking Fred Flintstoning this shit.
what happened?
Operator.
I that didn't even work. We placed an order, and it was late. It was not. It wasn't. It was like a 9 o'clock. No, it was like a 9 p.m. order. It wasn't a 6 p.m. order. It was a 9 p.m. order because we were coming back from a track meet, and so we put in the order. I'm like, we'll leave here. We were in Canal Winchester. We're placing an order at Canal Winchester, but we weren't leaving till 9 o'clock. So I put in the order before we left the parking lot. I'm like, all right, Liz wants this, Lexi wants this, Harley wants this, I want this. Liz only gets the vegetarian burrito bowls.
Okay.
So you have the fajita vegetables, you have guacamole, lettuce.
Yep.
Everything. Excuse me.
Rice. Yeah.
Yeah. She gets, we place the order. Everything goes through. I drive up to the window because the Diley Road one has a drive-through.
Same as Lancaster.
Same as the Lancaster on Main Street,
Except
not
for-
Memorial Drive.
Except for Randy.
You're right. So I placed the order and come up to the window, and the girl goes, "Oh, Martelle, we're not ready yet. Give us 5 minutes." Cool. Hey, by the way, there's no option in the kids' meal, because when I order in store for Harley, I'm like, rice, guacamole, double rice, guacamole for the kids' meal, for the quesadilla. Hey, by the way, there's no option in the Chipotle app to say I want 2 things of rice and 1 thing of guacamole. She's like, no problem. I'll mention it. Done. Great. We pull up and we park. We wait 5 minutes. Pull back around. She's like, all right, here's your bag. Get home. We open it up. No lettuce on any of the burrito bowls.
What?
Oof.
Okay. And the reason I use double lettuce, as I'm like, I want twice as much lettuce, because when you put the they put the guacamole on and then they throw lettuce on top of it.
Yeah.
It keeps it from sticking to the lid. It's just a stupid little Chipotle hack that I found out. So, double lettuce, no lettuce on any of them.
Wah wah.
Liz, no fajita vegetables. That's the whole point of the fucking
fajita vegetables.
Holy shit.
That's the whole point of the vegetarian
Right.
burrito or bowl.
Right. You need those veggies.
Are the fajita veggies.
Yes.
Nothing. Harley, no double rice.
Oh no.
She has
Oh, that sounded very Minnesota. Sorry.
oh no.
Oh no.
So no rice. Lexi's like, I'm hungry. I don't give a shit.
Right.
I'm like, but you don't have rice. You don't have lettuce. So Liz goes through, finds a head of lettuce in our fridge, chops it up, throws lettuce on everybody's shit. Done. I'm on the phone meantime while Lexi's friend is hanging around.
Chatting it up.
Funny part is Lexi's friend dropped her off, came inside to say, hey, what's up? Heard me yelling at the automated system and decided to stick around to see what happened. To which I have to call 1-800-CHIPOTLE. Fuck you. I have not called because of their fuck up.
Yeah.
But the woman when I talked to the manager at the store,
Chipotle's gotten expensive. Like,
holy,
you need a $20 bill to pay for a friggin' burrito.
Hold on. Let's jump back to 1999,
Right.
2001, when I worked at Easton. I lived on Chipotle for 30 days straight, twice a day. I was eating Chipotle. I ate it 60 times.
Yeah.
Because I didn't take any time off. I used to work at Abercrombie & Fitch at Easton.
I can so see that about you.
I mean, I did. I worked overnight. I wasn't like a front-facing guy. They're
You
like,
could totally have been a front-facing guy, though. And that's a compliment to you.
I did.
I'm just saying.
I appreciate it. I did, but that was not my job. I was an overnight guy. I came in, and I reset the store. I helped reset the store for the next day. So I would work from 9 p.m., which is when the store closed most days, till 3 or 4 in the morning, and then I would go home. So I'd reset the store.
Right.
But I could still make it over to Chipotle and get a burrito or when they introduced the bowls in 2001.
Right. And they were like $5, right?
$5.
Right.
I lived on that every fucking day
Right.
for 30 days, twice a
It was
day.
a shit ton of food.
Because it was so much.
Yeah.
Now you're at $20 for a fucking bowl.
For a burrito.
For a goddamn burrito.
Insane.
And it's not even a burrito as big as your head.
Right.
No.
It's like you have to can you give me more rice?
Can I have more lettuce?
Can I get some more?
Can I get
I
another,
understand you don't want to.
Can I get two types of salsa?
Like you don't want to charge more. You want to charge more for meat, so just go ahead and give me the steak, but give me twice as much as everything else.
Right.
You fucking pricks.
Yeah.
So, like I go from like that to, oh, you don't have fajita veggies for a fucking vegetarian bowl?
I'm like,
a vegetarian bowl.
How hard is that?
I love the
No
fajita
one
veggies.
who gives a fuck about tofu.
Right. Nope.
No one gives a fuck about tofu.
Because tofu will just take on the flavor of whatever you cook it with.
Give
so.
me-
Right. Well, that's why they
Give me
season
the
the
onion.
shit out of
Right.
it in chicken fat.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Give me the
Right.
peppers. Give me the
Super vegetarian. Just
Yeah.
kidding.
Well, and that.
Oh,
fuck.
man,
You know
I am
what?
drunk
If you're a
now.
vegetarian, fuck you.
I love Middle West. I love you.
So
I
anyway,
made a post. Middle West. I made a post, and
Anyway.
I tagged Buckhorn Podcast
I appreciate that.
because I'm trying.
I think, as much as I hate to say it, I think we need to get the Buckhorn Instagram account from Randy, get the password, and post shit that I fucking hate TikTok. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it.
love
I hate it.
TikTok.
I will give Melissa access to run the fucking Buckhorn.
Yes.
TikTok account.
Motherfuckers.
I
Okay,
hate TikTok.
I'm super drunk.
I just don't fucking like anything about
I mean,
the
you
CCP.
know that I've had a lot of views on TikTok, right? Me
I know,
personally.
I know.
Have you looked? Let me look.
But I feel
might
like if I gave you if
I've had
I say we collectively, Randy is the one who owns the Buckhorn TikTok account.
I'm just saying that one of my posts has generated 145.9 thousand views.
That's it? Not million?
I just want
Not
everyone,
million?
I want everyone watching to see
I mean,
the middle finger.
We need millions here to start generating some income.
I mean, I'll work on it.
But I do need to start producing some shorts for YouTube as well, video-wise.
I love TikTok. I mean, I know
I
that the government
hate
wants to
TikTok.
shut it down. Fuck the government.
No.
Because I
Fuck
love
you.
TikTok.
Fuck, I don't want the government having any say in what we can and can't consume.
Agreed.
I don't give a shit if I agree with it or not.
I'm one eyeballing into this point.
I know. I hate TikTok, but the government has no say in what we can and can't consume.
Agreed. Because you know why? Because we're
That leads to
grown-ups.
fucking censorization and all kinds of other bullshit, and we don't need that shit.
We do not need that shit.
So, I think we talked about that before. I'm gonna one-eye Melissa.
Melissa's one eyeing balling.
Fuck that shit.
I became a pirate.
Arrgh.
I became a pirate.
So,
When I'm not
anyway,
allowed to drink.
we're like an
Can
hour
I also,
15.
I want to call out Pat McLaren, because he loves when we do shows where I get drunk.
Oh, what else do we want to drink?
Like,
I mean, we can keep this
there
going.
are several people, Johhny included,
Johhny!
who love when we hit that level.
I'm one eyeballing it. Hardcore.
Pizza for dinner.
Whatever decision, I don't have to make about dinner. I don't care what we eat as long as I don't have to make a decision. What is this?
Number 3.
Oh, yeah! That's my favorite.
Shout out
just
to
smells
Dan.
so
Shout out to
good.
Tim.
So we do have. I will
Babe.
say Dan has made a comment
Dan!
on some of our stuff.
We love when people make comments.
Yep. Shout out
Please
to
don't
the
spill that.
McLarens.
Michael, please don't spill that.
Oh, that is my absolute favorite. Middle West.
So,
Middle West.
so the straight whiskey, the straight
We
weeded
need
whiskey is your favorite.
to tape a show at Middle West.
Oh my God.
We will have that conversation later.
Yeah, I mean, about May, June, July, August,
Oh my God, I love Middle West. I love
We-
your
we
Middle
will-
about
we
8
will have-
months or so.
We will have that conversation later and see what happens. I will say, so here's the thing. I will say that we've been doing this longer than the Bourbon Hunters by about a year and a half. Unfortunately for us, they are doing it better than we are.
Well, fuck them.
No, it's not a fuck them. It's
Okay.
it's more of a connection
Good job,
thing.
guys.
It's more of a connection thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
Absolutely, at this point, it's more of a connection thing.
for sure.
I don't have those connections. Randy didn't have those connections. Mike doesn't have those connections.
Dude
Dude does.
Dude.
So,
working
and-
on it.
and I love Dude. There's no like
No animosity for sure.
whatever Dude says, I will say that the only reason that he started a podcast because
no reason. Reasons.
but he didn't. He says he didn't, and I will accept that. Except I don't,
We do
I love
not
you,
accept
dude.
that.
because Dude doesn't really listen to the show.
Dude.
But
The dude?
he does have his name's Dwight.
Dwight.
dude.
From The Office?
Yes.
Yes, it's Rainn Wilson.
Yeah.
I'm so drunk.
No, keep it going. This is
Like,
this gets better.
This hits Johnny's.
Like we're at the pinnacle of Johnny's.
Like Johhny is super
I'm gonna send him a
excited right
text
now.
and be like,
I can't feel
Melissa
my
is
lips.
drunk.
Like, just wait. 2 weeks prior, like this is.
I'm gonna send Johhny a text right now and say,
Melissa can't feel her lips. And she's
Melissa?
one-eyeing it.
is drunk. Second show at the end.
Middle West, I love you.
But
It's so good. Why is it so good? It's like it's my
We-
favorite.
because they do things well.
because they do
and
things
they
really
do
good.
Things
So
consistently.
So Middle West is project distilling for Horse Soldier. So if you were to go buy a bottle of Horse Soldier, that is Middle West Spirits.
I love it.
And I have always loved. So the black bottle that they used to have that said Michelin
Uh-huh.
on it. It's not Michelin. It's
Like Michelin?
It's Michelin.
Michael. What? That's me. That's just
Yes, it's Michelin, not Michelin or Michelin. I just found that out the other day. By the way, it is Michelin.
And their logo is a tree.
It's a
Tree
tree.
of
And the
life.
trees mean
Now-
a lot to our family.
I don't
I
know.
can't. There's 4 of you.
So all
That's
of
too many
these
of you.
these bottles say Michelin Reserve on them. I don't know if that one says it on it or not, but these two do. They had at one point they were using only for their weeded.
Weeded?
It was red. It was Ohio red wheat that they were using for their weeded bourbons.
love you,
They have a
Midwest.
pumpernickel rye that
The
We
pumpernickel.
cannot.
Pumpernickel
There's
rye.
slurring.
Jesus Christ.
There's some serious slurring.
I'm
Show
lazy.
2.
No, I'm lazy.
Yeah.
Remember the
I'm
whole
not
lazy thing?
lazy.
I am
I'm
hyper
drunk.
lazy about even talking.
There's many of you.
So they're red. They used to do a Ohio red wheat that was their weeded bourbons. That is phenomenal. I don't know if it's the same.
Have I ever told you how much I love wheat berries on salad?
What the hell's a wheat berry?
It's so good.
All I
You've
picture
had
is
a
the
wheat
little
berry?
coffee
I've
berries.
had wheat berries.
It looks
it's fantastic.
like it looks like if a raspberry was shrunk and tightened.
Do they come on trees?
I don't know.
It's
They
a
come
clenched
on, They come
raspberry.
on salads.
Like in a butt cheek? Clinched?
Yes.
There's so many of you both. There's so many.
I'm waiting for Johhny to respond. I'm like, Melissa is drunk.
I'm so drunk.
Like, I'm excited if this comes through
if he
right
comes
now.
through like before, I am in Do Not Disturb. So I said Melissa is drunk. Second show at the end. I'm just waiting for him to respond.
What's for dinner? What's for dinner?
Pizza,
What do you want for dinner?
sugar bears.
I just don't want to have to make a decision.
Ooh.
I can't see you.
Not Fat Cats.
No,
Fat
I
Cats
wish
is
I
not
liked
good.
Fat Cats because they're so community centric. Fat
But
Cats,
they
I love how
are,
community centric you are.
But their sauce is so fucking sweet.
all of what you just said, all of
No,
that.
we. So a friend of mine, my buddy Sean, Mike met Sean. His daughter plays in a band that is always at Fat Cats.
I love Fat Cats,
Okay,
but I just
which
don't love their pizza.
their pizza is not great, but
I mean, it's edible. It's
their
pizza.
appetizers are fantastic. It's
and
not.
it's a great place.
You know what? I brought their pizza home and I didn't finish it.
I hear you. I want to love Fat Cats so
I
much
can't.
because I love the company.
So this is so fucking localized at this point
yeah, no one else is
that
hearing this.
no one else is going to understand this. Their pizza sauce is so sugary sweet. You need an eye patch?
There's so many of you right now.
I love it. I love it.
I have to work tomorrow. It's fine.
You'll be fine. By tomorrow, you only see one of me. I won't even be here.
Ooh, I can't feel my lips,
It's good. So,
but I can still
But-
really enjoy this Middle
but
West.
Fat Cats it's so sugary sweet. Like oh my God, their fried pickles out of this world. Their mushrooms, amazing. Their pizza, I feel like someone dumped like an entire bag of sugar on the pizza.
But some people really love that.
I don't like
and
that.
for those people who love the sugar,
Yeah,
Fat
you're
Cats
fucking wrong.
is your pizza. No one's wrong in here.
No, they're wrong. No one's wrong here. You're right, but they're wrong.
What's your favorite Lancaster pizza?
I like Pizza Crossing.
I like Pizza Crossing.
Pizza
and I
Crossing
like
is
Christie's. It's very
amazing.
similar.
Krusty's pizza,
Christie's
pizza
We're drunk.
is too oily.
I see what you're saying.
Their
I
pizza is
also
very good,
Oh shit! Like
but their pizza is very greasy.
Martelle. There's seriously two of you. There's two of you in my line of sight.
I do the Richard Nixon peace signs.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
But no, Christie's is really good. It's just very greasy.
And then I also really love Pink Cricket.
Pink Cricket's very good, but they changed after the 2020.
They did.
They actually
Something
switched
changed.
They actually switched ownership hands.
But that was really recent.
2021.
No.
Yes.
They stayed until 2022.
24.
I thought.
No.
Michael.
When did Pink Cricket switch hands on ownership?
24.
23.
Recent.
23.
23.
Okay. It was, but their pizza's really good. Christie's, super greasy, very good. Pizza Crossing,
So you know what our favorite pizza?
Sugar Bears is really good too.
Our favorite pizza, not local, is actually in Emerald Isle, North Carolina. Oh my God, there's so many of you.
Okay.
Also Buffalo, New York.
So what is the pizza?
Romans.
Okay.
Romans.
So my favorite pizza, and it's more of a style than a pizza, is Ohio Valley Pizza.
Tell me more.
Okay. So Ohio Valley Pizza consists of DeCarlo's.
Yes.
You've had DeCarlo's?
Yes, I fucking have had DeCarlo's.
Mike, have you had DeCarlo's?
No.
You
Okay.
totally have had DeCarlo. Hi, babe.
where'd you-
Mom's
So tell me.
drunk.
No, I want to hear it because
I
we
love
had
the
this.
spicy, thick crust.
So where have you had DeCarlo's at?
Ohio State.
Down on campus.
Yeah.
Okay, so there was Ohio Valley Pizza, which was
There's so many of you right now.
there was Steubenville Pizza Company, which was a thing on campus at one point.
Okay.
And then there is Ohio Valley. Oh shit! There's Ohio Valley Pizza is its own thing. It's like a Donato's, like Donato's does the small squares cut bullshit that
Yeah.
no one really fucking likes, but whatever.
Right. It's easy and available.
It's easy and available. Ohio Valley Pizza it has to be a Foscata style crust.
Okay.
It has to.
What's happening?
It started to fall.
It fell,
It is still falling.
and then we're getting mic noises, and it's gonna. I'm waiting. I feel like Leslie Nielsen. So, Ohio Valley Pizza it has to be a Foscata style crust.
Okay.
It cannot flex in any way.
Okay.
It has to hold cracker.
Love cracker thin crust.
Not cracker thin.
I am.
It is still very much a 1 inch to a 1.5 inch thick crust.
I just.
the Viagra of crust.
I want everyone
it just can't
to
be
know
limp.
that like I am pretty progressive with my pizza. I like just about every form of pizza.
I do too, and I'm a snob, but I will not eat Donato's or DeCarlo or Domino's or any of these other fucking companies out
All
there.
right.
Like I like Sugar Bears.
I do like Sugar Bears.
I like Christie's.
Yeah.
I
Do you
like
like
Pizza
Shirkies
Crust.
in Canal Winchester?
I like Shirkies. We got Shirkies last
Oh
night.
God, they're so good.
We love you,
Shirkies is really good.
Those
but
pepperonis with the cup and char.
but
I love feeling my
But-
arteries harden.
I don't know what she just said because I'm drunk.
So, everybody.
yeah,
Hi.
you may or may not see Connor on camera, but Connor's there. But we did Shirky's last night. Shirky's does a great, cup and char or
Yes,
whatever.
they do.
But DeCarlo's now opened a new shop in the Short North.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. So they apparently the shop in Hilliard closed. I didn't know this. That was the only
I
shop
don't
I knew
fucking
of.
care. It's Hilliard.
Hilliard is so fucking far away.
Far away.
But
I don't care.
there was a DeCarlo's in Westerville.
Okay.
It may not be there. I don't know.
We love you, DeCarlo's.
I just told Lexi the other day, I'm like, I'm going to have to make a trip back to Steubenville to get a tray of pizza, DeCarlo's,
Yes.
and some hot sausage sandwiches, which is Capri's.
I mean,
Hold on. Capri's sandwiches. There's only one Capri's. Fuck you. No one can be like, oh, well, there's this place in
I just
fucking
need
whatever.
I need our
No.
listeners to know that my favorite food is sandwiches. It's my favorite food.
Capri's only offers 2 types of
I'm
sandwiches.
so excited. Lay it
It
on
is
me.
cash only.
Okay.
You get a meatball sandwich
Yes.
or you get a sausage sandwich.
Yes.
You can get a mild sausage or you can get a hot sausage.
Oh my god.
But other than
Mild.
that, you can go fuck yourself.
I am with you. Go fuck yourself.
It is cash only. It is $3.50 a sandwich.
Oh, that's such
You
a good
get-
price.
You get a square.
With this day of inflation,
You get a
$3.50?
square sausage sandwich, mild or hot,
Like the patty?
like a Wendy's patty.
Yes.
Think Wendy's patties.
Yes.
Or you get a meatball,
Oh
an
my God.
actual. When I say meatball,
Yes.
meatball,
Yes.
meatball, 3-inch in diameter. Fucking meatball.
Michael, we
For
need to
$3.50.
change our dinner plans.
Oh, there ain't no one driving to Steubenville today to get this shit.
No one's driving
So-
anywhere tonight. We are stumbling.
I'm driving.
So for
home.
our listeners, it is a stumble. What would you say that?
I'm not stumbling home.
20 yards to the house?
You're like 17
Do
feet.
you need to stay over
No.
and drink some water?
I need to finish
Is that the Middle West?
this Middle West.
Yeah, I already finished mine.
And then I can. I'm not trashed. I'm
trashed.
ADHD.
She's trash.
I'm not ADHD.
Oh no. Melissa's trash.
I'm the only one in my household that is not neurodivergent.
She's the whole dumpster.
You are not neuro special needs.
Oh my god.
Do you know how many times that's come up where I've said neuro special needs?
Narrow special needs is the.
I did not say neuro retarded.
I need
Neuro
anyone
special needs.
who is listening to understand that we have a special place in our heart for neurodivergent. I can't say the word.
Special needs.
Neurodivergent
Special
people,
needs.
because
Everybody
most of my household is neurodivergent.
Special needs.
This show has really gone off the rails.
Oh, that's the
How
whole
long
point.
has this show been?
Oh, we're at a minute. We're at an hour 33.
Bravo.
And she's gone.
It's awesome. I love this is the Melissa I need on the show. This is the Melissa that Johhny needs on the show.
She is gone full dump truck.
Dr. Melissa.
Hold on. Let me check my text messages real quick. Oh, Johhny hasn't responded yet.
I already have a headache.
Hold on. You dead. There we go. I said at 4:52, Melissa is drunk. Second show at the end. He hasn't responded yet, and just now responded with I responded with you dead because it is 5:05,
Yeah, that's a good show.
and usually he responds
I
like
just
pretty
need
quickly.
to go to bed.
No, you don't.
I just
Anyway,
yeah.
DeCarlo's opened a Short North store,
Good for DeCarlo's.
and it is
I'm
amazing.
one eyeballing it.
I just need you to know that how much I love DeCarlo's pizza.
I do. It's really good.
It's a very Godfather to me because I grew up with it.
Oh, Godfathers, yeah. Here-
Not Godfather's Pizza, Godfather the movie.
Well,
Well,
you
I-
leave the gun, you take the cannoli.
I need you to do
That's
this
like
thing.
lessons for fucking life.
You're not gonna like it.
Welcome to the show.
I have something sad to say. I've never watched The Godfather.
Oh.
But you do know
Oh, yeah.
all the words to
Fail
so many
as a
Queen
parent.
songs, so it's okay. We're working on it. It's a journey.
So maybe tonight.
We watched The Godfather.
Nothing of
watched The
value
Godfather.
is happening tonight.
Oh no, you're gonna pass out. The Godfather's still gonna be watched.
Godfather can still be watched without your participation.
Yeah, it's like I've been watching John Wick for the past 3 days.
I love
Oh,
John
John
Wick.
There is not a bad John Wick movie.
So I started, because I will go through all 3 of them, and I'll jump right back to one when I want to watch a movie that I don't want to have to pay attention to,
Fuck.
but I know inside and out. It's John Wick or Super Troopers 1.
Lost me there, but I'm hanging in.
Hold on,
Haven't seen
I
that one
don't.
either.
I don't own Super Troopers in digital format. I only own it in DVD, and I don't have a way to watch it. So it's John Wick 1 through 3. I haven't bought 4 yet. So I started watching John Wick 1
All of them
the other night.
fantastic.
All of them.
I know.
tier movies.
I don't need to hear about it. But Lexi will come downstairs and she'll be like, "Oh, John Wick," and she'll start watching it.
Can we just talk about the evolution from Bill and Ted's Awesome Adventure to John Wick?
There's a whole conspiracy about that.
Seriously? I mean,
We'll
I'm
get
not
into it later.
surprised.
Here's a
Okay.
conspiracy.
Like, that's a whole new show.
Like-
There's a conspiracy
Keanu
between John
Reeves,
Wick,
I love you.
The Matrix, and Bill and Ted's.
Yes, like I just. Keanu
That sounds
Reeves.
like a
I'm
fun
here for
night.
Keanu
Because
Reeves.
Bill and Ted's does a lot of traveling through time and space. There's a whole conspiracy about
I just
all
feel
3 of
like
those together.
Keanu Reeves can move through
And
time
speed.
space.
Speed's included in that as well.
Yeah, Sandra Bullock for the win. Also.
Yeah. So I started watching John Wick again. Lexi's boyfriend shows up. I'm like, "Jackson, you ever seen John Wick?" He's like, "No."
Oh,
That's a red flag.
What?
I'm like,
that is a red flag.
"Hold on. No. It is a red flag."
Red flag.
For an hour and a half, John Wick was on TV, and neither one of those 2 motherfuckers looked up from their phones.
What?
No!
I'm like, "Lexi."
Are they possessed?
I looked at Lexi. I'm like,
I am so
John
proud
Wick.
of you right now. You are so my kid. So
"You're
my
more
kid.
of my daughter than Lexi is."
I
so-
do not disagree, but also I disagree.
Yes. Yes,
Definitely not
and
familiar relationship.
Lexi is sitting there on the love seat. Her and Jackson, they're both on their phones. I'm like, "John Wick is on the phone. You haven't taken your eyes off the
fucking
fucking
Wick."
phone." And she is like,
Call a priest.
she goes, "Because I've seen it 4 times."
And
I'm like,
That is the
that
worst
only
excuse.
4 times.
I'm like, "That's it?" Because I've watched at least 100.
right.
I said, and then I looked at Jackson. I'm like, "Jackson, you ever seen John Wick?" He's like, "No."
Oh God.
His family,
and like you start throwing Halle Berry into
his
the mix.
well, that's in
like,
3. His family though is like very anti-violence.
I mean,
Why do they
Hold
live in
on,
America?
no one asked me if I gave a shit. So, Jackson, John Wick,
Pay attention.
dog, kill,
right.
fight,
You
shoot.
fuck with my dog. It is all gloves are
By the way,
off.
double taps always necessary. Chest, chest, head, chest, head,
Zombies?
chest, head.
Zombies.
Always,
Zombieland.
always.
Not even a question.
He just looks at me like, "Okay,
Inappropriate for your daughter.
which one,
Any of them.
Jackson,
I mean, if you
or the
do
double
not-
tap?"
The double tap. Like if you don't know the double tap rule.
Oh no, Lexi knows the double tap.
All right.
Okay.
Lexi knows double tap.
But the boyfriend.
Jackson, I'm like, "Bro,
Bro.
double tap, chest, head,
Right.
chest, head." If you watch every John Wick
need
movie,
a
chest,
movication.
head, chest, head.
Movie. Education. Movication.
I may have to have Lexi
I'm getting
and
one
Jackson
tonight.
on the show while we
There's
while
two
we
of you.
watch John Wick.
Oh. I am a twin, but
You are,
he's not here right now.
but he can be.
Mom really loves Middle West spirits. That's what we've learned.
You look like you're moving underwater.
She is
I
moving
am
underwater. She
totally
feels underwater.
Moving underwater.
She is above water.
Congratulations, you're making dinner.
So is it going to be 3-minute pizzas or rigatoni?
I might make Japanese curry.
Ooh,
I
Japanese
tofu.
curry.
Where are
Fuck
those
tofu. God
Where are those
damn it
corn
with the
nuts?
tofu.
Tofu is only good if you let it marinate for like an hour or two.
No.
You have to score it.
Tofu is gelatin that takes on the flavor of whatever you're putting it in.
Yeah, exactly.
That's fine.
I'm okay with the texture.
I can't. It's gelatin.
No, you're right. It's like
It's squishy.
You know what we need is some
It's like marshmallows.
OBX
Kinda?
pork rinds.
I thought about picking some up when I went to Taco Bell.
I mean, because
So,
Taco Bell
next
and pork
week-
rinds are a beautiful combination.
Next week.
I'm here next week. But
Next
Randy
week.
might be here, and I only
Next
take.
Well, you can be here next week too.
Next week I am going record next week.
You're gone, but I'm here.
Yeah. That will be so fun.
Oh, me,
Can
Melissa,
Randy handle it?
And Randy.
and Randy,
Randy
That'll
handle
be
because I will shut
amazing.
that shit down.
Mike's throat. Just cram it all up in there. Take this.
So I went to some of the places that we're thinking about visiting, and pork rinds were $12 in LA.
12
What the fuck?
fucking dollars?
Oxby's, $2.
Yeah,
We love
$2.
you. We love you,
$2.
Oxby's.
I was like, oh, they're like, all right, we'll look for places for lunch. Yeah, okay, good tacos, whatever. And I saw fried pork rinds for $12.
They
That's
better
I
be
was like,
really fucking good
absolutely
pork rinds.
No.
fuck not.
No, that is you're literally
They
deep
better
frying
be
garbage.
Like, they better have some like gold shit on
No,
them.
the, fucking pork
There
rinds is
is
skin.
there is absolutely
garbage.
no reason whatsoever that pork rinds should be $12.
No, ever, never, ever,
It's a throwaway.
never-ending
ingredient.
story ever.
Ever.
Fucking Falco should not be bringing you $12 fucking.
Falco. I love that we called out Falco.
That's because my dog looks like Falco.
I need to see your dog.
I can show you a picture of Falco. His name's Bentley. But no, it's fucking pork rind. You buy a bag in the store
Pork
for
rinds is a
$1.99.
throwaway fucking ingredient.
It's
So when
skin.
they're done well, they are delightful.
They are, but they're not $12
Shout out
delightful.
to Oxby's.
Oxby's does a great
Tag
pork rind,
Oxby's.
At Oxby's.
but no one should ever be charging $12 for pork skin.
You are
Ever.
both looking at me.
Well, you are. Did you say Warple?
Adorable.
Adorable. Warble,
That too.
adorable.
She probably heard Warble.
It's getting harder and harder to keep my head up.
This is awesome. What else do you need to drink? We can do a whole short of Melissa being like on the floor.
Melissa needed this.
100%.
100%.
Just keep turning. It'll tighten up.
Yes.
Do you want some more?
No.
You just want some regular ass mint?
No.
Do you want some whiskey warm?
No.
Do you want some H2O?
Yes.
Okay, here we go.
That one's been filtered.
This one's been filtered through bourbon barrels.
Couple times.
Just a little bit.
Oh my God.
Also, Double Edge has pizza right now.
What kind
Hey,
of pizza?
maybe I don't have to make dinner.
Oh, firewood pizza.
I need to go to the bathroom.
I do too, but I'm hoping
I might
that
need help.
That's
getting
how
to
I
the
got here.
house.
Dad was going out.
you
to the bathroom
lean against
outside.
just lean against the wall.
I didn't see it, but all of a sudden he was waving his arms at me. He was like, "You want to join?"
You want a joint?
I wish.
I mean,
That's the thing.
My first time. Nah, I still have 100. I still have 815 days before I'm allowed to legally do that. I'm coming. All right. Oh God, she almost died. She's dying.
we're almost into a 2-hour show on this one,
That's
which
not
I'm
a-
totally,
that's not a bad thing.
I'm totally fine with. Like, I'm on board with it. So, anyway, is there anything else we want to do in the next 15 minutes?
Nothing that will be beneficial to society.
To you or society?
Yes.
All right.
Johnny,
Johhny,
You played a major part in this role.
This whole show was centered around you for the most part.
My
Enjoy
daughter
it.
is hands around my wife's
she's
shoulders right now to get her
making sure
to
she
the
doesn't
house.
fall over. No, I don't think they went to the house.
They did.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna say I really hope Melissa just like fell against the wall out here. All right, so for Melissa, who is absent, and Mike and I and Martelle,
guest appearance by Connor
and Connor, who just was like, "Yep, here we go."
I went outside, and she was like, "You okay?" I'm like, "Come on,
Come get in here. You want some Watershed?" I'm Martelle. He's Mike. Melissa
They're
and Connor
absent.
are away. So that's it. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. And we'll talk to you guys later.
peace."
See ya.